And hello there folks, me RGB from RJBTV, and you might be wondering, who are we going to be looking at in this 2v2? Because I don't really know myself either, so I don't really know how to introduce this. Because these people are pretty much all new people to me. I just wanted to know what Mepo, who's this Zerg player on the bottom, what he looks like, how he performs in 2v2 and 3v3. Because we have seen him play 1 versus 1, and it's really good. It's amazing 1 versus 1 that he's got under his belt. But he is originally a 2v2 and 3v3 player. So that makes me wonder, if he is that good at 1 versus 1, which he is not, it's not his main game mode, 1 versus 1, how good is he at 2v2 and 3v3? The game mode that he actually plays the most. How good is he at this? How good is he at this? He's here on the Zerg, on the blue Zerg, on the bottom middle of the map, and his ally is this olive green Barcode Protoss. So I literally have no name to call this guy except the Barcode. I'm gonna call him perhaps the Code or the Bar. I'm not sure, we'll figure it out. And then we have the player called XAB 235. Again, I do not know whatsoever who this person is. But if Mepo is playing against him, with I assume a good ally, then this person must be pretty damn good. He went for a supply depot barracks, and might go for another barracks, not too sure. At the moment it's 2 barracks, might go for a third one. At the moment we have no information whether he's gonna go for another one or not. And then we have Chobo 1992 here on the top of the map, Teal Protoss, that's his ally. And again, I do not know this person. I have no idea who it is. So we're just going into a game completely blind, and we're praying to the gods above that this is going to be some high quality gameplay. And I think it's going to be, because if it's Mepo, you are always in for a treat. I went for a 9 pull into a gas, into a hatchery. The hatchery, of course, after the Overlord. What you do is you get pull, gas, Overlord, 1 more drone for 8 drones total, and you make a hatchery with drone number 8. And then you get Zerglings and Zergling speed. And once you have the Zergling speed upgrading, you stop mining gas and you arrive in the middle of the map to start a fight with the opponent to beat them up. So the sound settings are okay. We have Mepo and Code trying to contain XAB with Zergling pressure and some cannons, and after that they might try to do something else. They're just trying to limit the playing field for XAB and Chobo. And Chobo and XAB, of course, are trying to deny that by having a bunker here on the middle to try and space this zone into a safety zone into which the cannons cannot push forward. But until the Marines have ranged, I think the cannon can slightly outrange the bunker by 1. But now they're going, they're gonna block Chobo as well, so they're not going all in on Zergling play, although now they're going for an attack onto XAB, who wasn't expecting this attack, so he is in a little bit of a trouble, I might say, although he has his bunker in the back, which is getting repaired, so that means he's going to stay safe, and the placement of the supply depots is very interesting. So, at first I thought they were going to isolate XAB and then attack Chobo, but they were actually trying to make sure that Chobo cannot provide support for XAB as they try to peel away at XAB's outer defenses. Although now it looks like it's transitioning into a macro game. Because I can see that Mepo is making drones. Usually when you go for this 9 pull Zergling speed build order, you stay on 6 or 7 drones for a very long time, but he's already on 11. So he's slowly adding drones to the mix, getting a good surrounder on Chobo. Zealots do make their escape out of that little nasty situation. Looks like there's going to be about a draw right here at this location. Okay, they do win the fight. The Zerglings just provided a little bit too much damage for those Zealots from Chobo to fight into. We have a pretty fast factory on the way there from XAB. He's on triple barracks. Chobo's APM is extremely, ridiculously high. Ridiculously high. That's even higher than Shin. His APM tends to be. That's very high. 520 APM. It might be spam. It probably is a little bit of spam here and there, but it looks legit. He's going for a cyber core into a robotics and a citadel of a dude. He's hiding the citadel of a dude in the back. The Berserkling they're hiding on the side that might run into, do a little bit of scouting on what he's up to. We have Mepo now on 17 drones. Cannons are coming up on the middle there to contain the opponents. Now the downside of going for this contained strategy is that as a Protoss, you're not really going to progress your technology or your army size or your production all that much in the early game. So we're going to see Chobo get his drops out onto the map way faster than Code can realistically get his own drops out. He's really been slowed down a lot. And Mepo is trying to get as many drones and hatcheries as he can in the least amount of time to get as much production going, and then of course to get Hydralisks, maybe Mutalisks, not sure which direction he's going to go. He doesn't have a lair morphing yet, so I think that's going to most likely be Hydralisks. We have a Den on the way, so Hydralisks is going to be it. It's going to be Hydralisks, 24 drones right now. We got 28 probes there for Code. We got vision all over the place there from Mepo's overlords. His Zerglings are giving a lot of vision. We got a tank out there for XAB, who's slowly going to push into the middle of the map to try and push the containment away. And we can see that Code is adding more cannons spaced out to buy more time. It means more sieging and unsieging for XAB to kill the cannons on the middle of the map. Now, I think that in this situation, Chobo could have gone for just mass gateway units and broken into the middle. He could have just done that. I think that would have been a great option. But instead, he's opting to fly Zealots over the hill with his shuttle. He's getting speed, getting storm, getting shuttle speed as well. He's got a Reaver on the way there in the back. He's building a choke as well in the front to try and keep the enemy out of his base whenever he does get attacked. He's going to try to join up with XAB's unit, and that's a pretty smart choice, because this effectively nullifies the cannons on the middle. It does take some time and effort to shuttle all those Zealots across the high ground, but he's making it work. So he picks up a Reaver and I think 2 Zealots. Not too sure what's exactly... Wait, I can just look at what's in there. High Templar, Zealot, Reaver. He might go for a drop, he might go to assist this push into the middle. We've got Hydralisks there from Mepo on the middle of the map to support the contain, although the contain is pretty much broken because there's a wide open space on the bottom side. We've got a drop there on the side there from Chobo hanging in XAB's base, waiting to go into Code's base. And Code is building Dragoons to try and snipe that shuttle. This is the best choice you could have made. That was the best choice you could have made. Dragoons as anti-drop. They're versatile. He can, if he defends a drop, he can move them out to attack. Very versatile, way better than the cannons everywhere. So because they saw the Zealots from Chobo in XAB's base, Mepo is deciding to go and attack Chobo, who's now in a little bit of trouble. Drop there, goes into his base, huge hit there onto Code, loses a lot of probes. He got the Reaver shuttle in there as it looks like Code made a mistake. He tried to move his Dragoons into the middle of the map, and then the shuttle flew in at the same time. But now we have Mepo trying to get on top of the cannons, gets on top of the cannons, they're in the back. The probes are protecting, the probes are making it difficult to get in there, so he has to retreat away from that. Got a Radiate coming onto a Hydralisk. Tries to snipe, nope, cannot snipe the cannon. Probes are doing a great job blocking. We have Zealots from Code going into Chobo's base. Code is on 9 probes, 10. He's in terrible shape, but it looks like Chobo might, nope, never mind. We have Dark Templars on the scene, and we got tanks being dropped. Look at Marines being dropped in his base. I like what XAB is doing. So Zealots are getting on top of the cannons in the back. Go trying to break forward. Hydralisks are coming. Ooh, tanks from across the high ground. Just protecting this pathway. Spawn locations are very good there for XAB and Chobo. Dark Templars are absolutely destroying the Hydralisks. Tries to get a little bit more damage dealt there, but can't quite do it. Has to retreat. Has to go back to the drawing board. And it looks like Chobo actually lost quite a lot of probes. He should be at about, I'd say, 41, 42, and he's down to 26, so even though the attack itself wasn't that successful, they did decimate his economy. Not as bad as Code's economy. Code's economy is really in the worst possible place imaginable. It's going to take a lot to recover from that one. We got tanks being set up on the high ground to contain and to annoy and to control the map. We got gateways there from Code on the middle. A lot of cannons still there existing on the middle. Zealots there from Chobo still in XAB's base. XAB is growing pretty big pretty quickly now. He's added on another command center. His SFV count will skyrocket from now onwards. It's still pretty low at the moment, but he has been producing on a single command center for a very long time. Only just now are the other 2 command centers operational. Once again, trying to break into Chobo's base. Not the best choice here because they know that Dark Templars exist. And he's taking shots from those tanks from across the high ground. He's got no overlords on the scene. He's moving into position now, but it might be a little bit too late for that. So he kind of wasted some of his Hydralisks there. Dropped there going straight for Mepo's base. Mepo sees it coming in. Oh, it's redirecting. It's going for Code. Code's Dragoons are in a terrible spot. Running to safety. 2 High Templars on the scene. 3 High Templars on the scene. Dodges 1 Storm. Ooh. He dodged the Storm. Only 1 single Storm got off. The other 2 did not. So a lucky break there. Manages to prevent damage from occurring whatsoever. I think he lost 1 or 2 probes. But that is great for Code. That saved him quite a lot of trouble. So double Nexus now. He's trying to recover the best he can, which is not a lot. He really has almost no money in the bank, almost no money coming into the bank either. Looks like Mepo is now in 48 drones. He's adding a couple more hatcheries. He's getting a Queen's Nest. Wait, is that 2 Evo Chambers? What's this? That's 2 Evo Chambers. Getting 2 Evo Chambers on the side. We have XAB pushing into the middle. Hydralisk trying to snipe tanks. Only 1 tank in the front. The other tanks are being put here on the sides. Goes for a small little attack. Trying to reduce the amount of tanks, but then realizes that nope, not gonna happen. I'll have to pull back even further. So we have Chobo down 36 probes. Looks pretty good. We got XAB on 63 SCVs. Ending on the last. He's got a nuke. Ooh, I like what he's doing here. I like what he's doing. He's gonna try to nuke something, somewhere, at some point. I like it. I like what he's thinking. So Code is in trouble. It has been for the past 5 minutes or so. Mepo is pretty much the only person on the Zerg Protoss team who has some real punching power, but he has to use that punching power to try and control the middle of the map. So he's got a difficult task ahead of him. Oh, although that's a great Hydralisk spread. Tanks on the high ground there will save his life. Great surround. Marines, tanks all going down. I think he's got level 1 attack and Carapace on the way. He has to retreat back into the middle though, because those 2 tanks on 3 tanks on the high ground are making it very difficult to push forward. They're gonna have to take care of these 3 tanks. Chobo just got hit really hard. I'm not sure what he got hit by, but he got hit really hard. It looks like Code managed to sneak a drop all the way across the map, like this path right here. Flew it right in there over the top corner, got in there, killed the probes. Happened right as this attack was happening on the middle. Happened at the exact same time. I missed it. We can see Chobo down to 16. They've turned the tables. The tables have turned, and they are now in favor of Mepo and Code, as Chobo and XAB are now struggling to keep Chobo afloat in this race. He has some Dragoons there on the side. He needs some vision on the high ground. He needs some observers. Put them right here, get vision, make it easier to counter those drops. But XAB is trying to use this high ground to limit the amount of drop comes in. Gets taken down really quickly though, because he's got vision on the high ground there by his engineering bay and the turrets. That one does not stand a chance. But he's trying to load like elevator tanks across the high ground. Snipes a dropship. Nice. Mepo is on fire. Couple Dark Templars are arriving on the bottom. Scan comes down. Dark Templars get taken out as well. Oh, the Templar stays alive for a little bit too long. And the tanks are slowly trying to get control over Code's north and side of his base. Drop comes in with the support of 2 Corsairs. Does not get sniped. They notice too late. Probes running to safety. Will he get any kills? He's go down from 48 down to 31. Ooh, 40 down to 28. 20 kills. 20 kills. Looks like he didn't have all of his probes hotkeyed, and he lost a lot of them as a result. That's a miserable experience there for Code. He's not allowed to have an economy. And he's got these tanks on the top side pushing into his base. Mepo is going to have to save the game. He's making Mutalisks. He's on 57 drones. He's trying to drone up as well as he can, while also providing units to protect and control the map. And they're slowly losing control, though this push forward here is pretty good. The tanks on the high ground, they're not providing that as much support as you would like. He has to put a couple more tanks on the high ground. Just like this. Like, a couple more. Just put one in every single box. And, oh wait, big overlord drop there from Mepo all the way from across the map. Arrives in Chobo's base. Mepo is getting stormed though. Lurkers are burrowing up. Can they get the probes? Gets one shot off. Gets two shots off. Down to 22 probes. Gets the other side as well. Unloads another lurker. Gets a couple more shots off. Down to 20. Couple more shots. One more shot. 16, 14. This is disastrous. Chobo got absolutely ass blasted down into the Stone Age. Mepo is controlling the game now. Mepo is doing the heavy lifting, and Code is trying to stay alive, which he's doing pretty well. He's now only on 42 probes. Just on 28 a minute ago. That's a pretty quick recovery, although XAB is gonna do it. XAB is gonna... Oh no, Overlord arrives on the scene just on time. Ghosts. Oh, they get detected. Gonna get killed. Oh, that's a double nuke. Denied. Oh, very bad timing. That's just pure bad luck that the Overlord came in at the exact right timing. So we got another drop there from Chobo, waiting on the side there, ready to go in. We have Mepo now getting a lot more hatcheries. We have a drop going in with the escort of a Corsair protecting it. We have double Dark Archon, Maelstrom, but it's 3 High Templars. Ooh, everything gets taken down before the storm gets cast. Beautifully done. The double feedback killed the 2 High Templars. The third one died to the cannons. He's attacking through the front door. All of his tanks are on the bottom, although a lot of tanks are spawning at the same time right now as well. So he's gaining a little bit of ground. Chobo is once again going to get an Overlord drop there. Mepo is playing this phenomenally well. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far from Mepo. He's aggressive, not taking too much time to build up. He's attacking as soon as he can. Great Overlord drops, loading right in between the gateways. He's going to try to take down those cannons. There's no observers on the scene. Though we do have a turret there on the top corner. But the lurkers are doing a lot of work, taking control over Chobo's right side of his base. Also, more fighting happening here, storming on those tanks. They're all clumped up, easy to storm, all get taken down. And yeah, this is great stuff from Mepo. Just disrupting and making Chobo's life difficult. All grown bigger back at home. Triple Evo Chamber, he's on 8 gas. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and lure 8, lure 2. So that's 14 hatcheries. That's pretty much the sweet spot. You can always go for a lot more, but 14 will do the trick. The fighter then mound as well. A lot of upgrades, a lot of mutalisks. Scourge is taking care of those tanks on the high ground. Mepo is really taking the lead, carrying his ally, who just got storm dropped again. I missed it again. Down to 19 probes. He's really suffering greatly. He's not really allowed to do much. Okay, Mutalisk there taking down the tanks on the high ground. We have Chobo recovering now. With the help of a vessel, he's recovering. 36 probes, gonna be on 50 very soon. Huge army of Hydralisks and Lurkers entering the middle. The fighters are on the scene. We've got Guardians being morphed on the middle as well. He's ready to push into XAB's base and end him once and for all. But XAB has a lot of tanks ready to go, ready to defend, ready to protect. Goliaths are chasing down the fighters, but they don't get killed. It's gonna go forward. It's gonna have the Dark Swarm right there in the front. Gets Dark Swarm off. Double Dark Swarm on one spot. That's a little bit unfortunate. Gets, ooh, a third one. Is he gonna get a fourth one? Ooh, this is strong, but the Templars from Chobo coming in clutch to try and... Oh, he's got a nuke somewhere. Where's he nuking? I heard a nuke. Where is it? Is he nuking right there in the front? Is he nuking right there in the front? Is he gonna nuke right here? Oh yes, he is nuking right here. Oh, right on top of the entire Zerg army. Beautiful nuke. Beautiful defensive nuke. Couldn't see the red dot, but I just gambled. It had to be here, and oh boy, did I gamble correctly. Code might have gotten hit again, because he's down to 20 again. Mepo on 72. XAB on 39. XAB got stormed. Another drop there on the top. Gets taken down there, though, so Chobo protects his economy for now. There's a lot going on. I'm getting distracted by a lot of things, but the nuke was great. And I think I missed the drop on XAB because of the nuke. So excuse me for missing all those drops. I'm missing a lot of them. Not a nuke somewhere. I'm not sure where. Where is it happening? Where's the nuke? Drop comes in there onto Chobo. Gets a great storm. That down to 13. The nuke has to be... I'm not sure where the drop is. I really don't know where the drop is. Great frontal push there into XAB's base. XAB's supply has dropped significantly. And yeah, I don't know where the nuke went. I just don't know where the nuke went. I just have no idea whatsoever. Where did it go? You need some lurkers in this base. Oh, high ground tanks, always a problem. High risk though, don't give a damn. They'll take it down. More lurkers arriving on the scene, getting onto the dark swarm. Mepo is pushing forward heroically, trying to carry his team to victory. Although I must admit, Code has had some pretty good storm drops. Another one coming up right here. Goes in over the top. Dragoons trying to snipe. Dragoons don't snipe it on time. High Templar unloads. High Templar storm. High Templar gets a great shot. Now from 55 down to 20. Chobo's economy reset down to 0 yet again. Well, not exactly 0, but it took a pretty damn hard hit. Chobo is not enjoying this. Although his supply is huge. 120 supply on 22 drones of probes, that's a pretty big army. He's going to try to save XAB's life. Now, XAB is building more nukes. XAB is getting more upgrades. We've got Mepo pushing forward, trying to break through, but it's so difficult to do when you're fighting basically all by yourself. Oh, what's this? Tanks arriving. Tanks might be within range. Hits the probes. Oh my god. He just walked right in there and hit the probes. He's going to try to hit him again. Gets another shot. 8. Goes on 8 probes. Absolute disaster. He's trying to recover his economy with this proxy nexus, but it's not working out that well for him. He's just taking hit after hit after hit. He's going to have to land this storm drop on either XAB or Chobo if they still want to have a chance at winning the game. Just look at all those tanks defending. Mepo is trying to break through, but it's just so damn difficult to do when there's so many tanks. Although he gets right in between the tanks, that's great. A couple zealots in the mix as well. Drop there onto Chobo. Chobo is not sniping. There's no Dragoons left at home to defend. He's unloading the High Templars on the scene. Gets no kills with the first storm. Second storm hits. Oh, second storm does not kill any. There's a second storm. Templar reloads. Gets a huge shot off. Ah, not as big as I thought. It gets 6 kills. I thought it was going to be bigger. So now we got XAB being overrun by Mepo. But we have Chobo coming in to save XAB's life. But XAB has pretty much no tanks in his base protecting himself. So if Mepo just manages to keep on sending and sending before more tanks spawn from those factories, then he should be able to overpower him. And look at this, he lost a lot of machine shops in the front. Drop come. Oh, that's an ally drop. Machine shops have been rebuilt in the front so he can produce more tanks now. He can produce more tanks. We have Code back on 23 probes, still suffering greatly. We got Guardians morphing there from Mepo. A lot of highlighters are coming through the middle. Because XAB had to rebuild most of his machine shops, he only has 1 tank at the moment because he's still rebuilding the machine shops. He's still rebuilding the tanks. Drop comes in onto XAB, gets no storm off, maybe no energy, maybe just a little bit too slow with clicking and storming. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. The XAB is recovering. His machine shops have to rebuild. The tanks are back on the map. He's getting control back over his base on 2-2 on those tanks. He has a couple Valkyries, so the Guardians are not as effective as they should be, although we do have a couple Devourers to counter the Valkyries. So it looks like he will be ready to fight and bring the pain. Mepo, it's all in your hands now. The future of the world, the fate of this battle, lies and rests in your hands. Chobo is down to 27 probes. He doesn't have a lot of army. He has a couple High Templars though, so he's doing a great job producing High Templars. And I assume his drop is going to go straight for Mepo. Mepo has almost no units in between to intercept this one. He's got a couple of spores, but that's not a lot to write home about or with. Goes in, going to try to snipe it. Drones have to run to safety. He's going to get hit at the worst possible time. Oh, he runs his drones to safety just on time. Lost the... Oh, he goes right back into the storm. Oh, no. Oh, ouch. Painful. Painful. But he's pushing forward in XAB's base. Took down the machine shops yet again. He's pushing forward. But imagine if he didn't just lose 20 drones. He would be able and capable of just producing non-stop to overpower XAB, but he might still do it. Drop comes in, drop is gonna hit him. There's a double storm. The storm gets only a couple SCVs, like I'd say 5 or 6, maybe 10, somewhere in between. But look at this, he's dominating XAB's base, and because Chobo's economy is so bad, Chobo cannot provide a lot of support. Skirmishes are hunting down the Valkyries. Mepo is absolutely on fire. Mepo might just be as good in 2v2 as he is in 1v1. This is some really solid, strong Zerg play. Always punching, always upgrading, always progressing forward, only forward, never slowing down. Drop comes in yet again, they're on to XAB. XAB takes a big hit, a lot of SCVs do go down to 21. 20 SCVs, almost no gas left in the bank. His base is pretty much dead and gone. There's only 2 more factories that can no longer produce tanks. He has 5 starports though, so he can produce some raids and Valkyries. Okay, 6 starports and a science facility. There's some pretty good upgrades as well. Drop there goes into Code's base. Code is he gonna survive this one? He has 2 Dark Archons waiting to feedback. Gets feedback. Beautifully done. Feedback is your best friend if you're quick and precise with your clicking. So yeah, XAB survives for now. He's got 4 command centers. He should be able to rebuild about 4 SCVs every 13 seconds. So that's going to be at least 12 SCVs per minute. Excuse me, 16. 16. A big attack there once again. Lurkers Defilers. And this time around, XAB does not have the units he needs to defend himself against Dark Swarm and Lurkers. He does have a Vessel, gets 1 Radiate, Lurkers burrow up, another Dark Swarm. Hyde's pushing forward, another Dark Swarm comes down, Zealots on the scene, penetrating deep into XAB's frontal section of space. Lurkers getting radiated as well, he's got 5 Vessels in the back. He's pushing forward very strongly, 2 tanks in the back being set up to try and protect, and they will protect for now. But the Lurkers under the Dark Swarm are the real problem, and so are the Zerkers on the bottom. We got Scourges coming in to snipe those vessels, going straight for their targets. There's 3, no, never mind, 1 vessel down. Valkyries coming in to protect them against the Scourge. Look at this, Hyde is coming in, Zerklings coming in, and more Defilers are going to be built soon here back at home as well. He's pushing forward, XAB is getting taken down. And another drop there, going for Chobo's economy. Looking for a way in. No, actually, he's redirecting. Is he gonna go for XAB's economy? Oh, he's gonna. Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go? He's gonna. Wait for now. Wait for the right moment to strike. Oh, actually, I see what he's doing. He's killing the turrets. That this shuttle can go in over the bottom side of Chobo's base, where there's almost no turrets, almost no protection. Goes in all the way. This is going to be the game breaker. Unloading the High Templars. There's 4 High Templars, 5 High Templars on the scene, storming all over the place. Although the probes run to the top corner where they will survive. Unloaded the High Templars a little bit too soon, so most probes do survive. So the epic 5 High Templar drop doesn't really do that much. And it looks like he once again lost all probes. Looks like Code is suffering economically still to this day, but in the end, XAB goes down, which means that Chobo doesn't stand a chance. Mepo hard carries the game with support from Code, with shuttle drops that manage to keep finding their way through, and cannons on the middle. This is how you play Protoss Zerg against Protoss Terran. You buy time for the Zerg to grow big and strong, and then the Zerg carries you on their back to victory. And that's what happened. Mepo, very, very strong Zerg performance. Almost no protection here back at home, but he managed to prevent disastrous amounts of damage over and over again. And his production speed is insane. Look at the money he's got in his bank. He has almost no money in his bank, but oh boy is he producing non-stop at lightning speed with great control, great oversight, and great targeting. Mepo is a monster in 2 vs 2. Thank you for watching. It's RGB from RGB TV, and I'm signing out. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you again in the next episode.